interesting because when you think about life, when you think about all the things that we have going on, we have a set of principles to live by that comes from this good book, right? Remember? But wouldn't it be great if we had some principles like that for our business? And so that's what we are going to talk about tonight. We're going to get into the 10 commandments for network marketing. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to have a good time. If you are, put a "I'm ready" in the comment section because I'm ready to have a good time. And I don't have that much time to spend with you this evening. So we're going to get into this. So when you think about what it takes to win in network marketing, what it takes to go to the top, what it takes to be financially free, to start seeing all the things that you have heard about, right? The people that are at the top of the leaderboards, the people that have retired from their job, the people that have upgraded where they live, they don't have to wake up to an alarm clock. How do you get there? Like, what is that life all about? How do you actually make that happen? Well, it doesn't happen by chance. There's a set of principles that if you follow these principles, it will guide you to the top. It will be your roadmap as you're on your journey. So we're going to go through the 10 commandments for network marketing, and I hope you're ready. You got a notepad out because I think you're going to want to take these down. So feel free to share, feel free to get your team on with us, or to tag somebody in the comment section. So commandment number 1, never run out of people to talk to. Now that may seem like a simple thing, but at the same time, you may scratch your head and say, well, how does that work? How do you make that whole thing happen, right? Learning how to always be growing and expanding your list, it's a skill. It's a skill set. In the beginning, you may not know how it works. I'm going to give you some things that will help you, but it's a skill set. And just know that is one of the core commandments is that you got to always have people to talk to. Never run out. Number 2, be a man or a woman of your word. You know, we live in a day and age where people say things and then they have no intention of doing them, or they never follow through, or they just kind of live their life on like, oh yeah, I know I said that, but you know, I didn't really mean it, and I'm gonna do this thing over here. Don't let that be you. Don't let that be you. Be better than that. When you say something and you actually follow through on your word, do you know that's gonna set you apart head and tails above the rest of society? People be like, oh, something's different about them. Wow, I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's because when you said you were going to do something, you actually did it. I know it's a totally novel concept, but if you do it, it will completely set you apart. So that is number 2. Moving on, number 3, commandment number 3. When you recruit somebody and you bring them into your business, you bring them into your team, you bring them into what you're doing, teach them the skills of what it takes to win. Don't just bring them in and then run off to the next person. That gives us a bad name, right? But if you bring them in, take them by the hand, lock arms and say, hey, if you really want to do this, I'm going to show you the roadmap. I'm going to show you how. This is what we got to do to get you in and get out of the gates quickly. If you do that, your team is going to start to multiply and it's going to pay you big. Commandment number 4, do daily personal development. Daily personal development. What's personal development and how does that whole thing work? It's basically like you decide on purpose that you're going to do something to change your thinking. You're going to do something to change your mindset. You're going to do something so that you're not the same person that you were a year ago or 2 years ago. Do you know what I'm talking about? Are you with me? Because it's so important. It's easy to be that same person and you get a little older, but the mindset doesn't change, right? It's funny because years ago, I was in the mortgage business and I was, oh gosh, like 23, 24, like I was a baby, right? And I'm doing loans for people that, you know, could be my parents' age, they could be my grandparents' age. And what's crazy is, you know, when you do someone's loan, you get everything, right? You got their social, you got where they live, you got how much money in their bank account, you know their world. And what was crazy is I found that there was a lot of people who grew older with age, but they didn't grow older in wisdom. There's some food for thought, right? So don't let that be us, right? Let's not be one of those people. As we get older, let's get wiser. Let's get smarter. Let's have a philosophy that ages like a fine wine where it's refined. It has a new depth to it. It has a new understanding to it. It's like you go to the next level in your thinking. So that is big. Always, always, always do daily personal development. Now, where can you get this personal development? Well, join me on Facebook. I'm usually on. You can use some of the things that I'm sharing. Pick up a good book, watch a YouTube video, go on audible.com, download an audiobook and start listening to that. But do something to stretch your mind and take your thinking to the next level. Number 5, you have to focus on the key drivers in your business, okay? The income producing activity, IPA. But we cannot just focus on busy work. And let me tell you, it is easy, much easier, way easier, 1,000 times easier to focus on busy work. Why? Well, it's easy to organize your product. It's easy to, get all your brochures and your stickers and get all that stuff underway. It's easy to organize your contacts. But that's not the part that gets done, right? The income producing activity, the IPA. We got to focus in on that because that's the part that pushes the needle in your business. That's the part that helps you move forward. It's also the part that helps you grow. It's also the scariest part. So we got to remember not to focus on all that other nonsense, but focus on those things. Commandment number 6, run every closeout and encourage your team to do the same thing. Okay, what does that mean exactly? In some companies, there is a culture of closeout, like from the first day of the month to every single weekend when your pay period closes out to every single at the end of the month, there is a culture of closeout. And in some teams or companies, there is not. So I want to encourage you to create a culture in your team of running for every single closeout. I don't care if somebody has a huge goal and they're going like, hey, this is my time, I'm going for the top of the company. Or if they're like, I want to get a customer and I want to do it by the end of the pay period. If you have a focus and you have a goal and you get your team to buy into it, what's going to happen is you're going to have these incremental tidal waves in your business that will carry you forward. So when you have the big closeout at the end of the month, you have fireworks going off. And it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So that is number 6. All right, number 7, master the skills of inviting or getting other people to take a look at what you have. You could have the best kept thing out there. You could be like the breakthrough technology, breakthrough science, just the most amazing thing. But if you got it locked up like a vault in your house or in your brain or in, whatever, it's behind closed doors and the rest of the world doesn't know about it, we have a problem. So master inviting. Be good at inviting. Be good at saying, hey, I got something. Love to share more about it with you. Are you open to taking a look? Just be good at saying it. And it's okay if whatever the answer is, we don't care what the answer it is, but get good at mastering that invite. Number 8. This is a good one. And this is one that I have learned, I've learned through some own personal experience. Okay, so if you've ever done network marketing before, and maybe this isn't your first rodeo, perhaps you've been in a binary or a matrix or a coded bonus plan or a unilevel plan or whatever there is out there, right? There's so many different things. And you have some philosophy that's around that, and you come into something different that you're building right now, build the compensation plan that you're in. Build to the structure that's gonna maximize your payout. Now, I know that may seem like, well, Summer, that is elementary. I know it's elementary. And you know what? A lot of people don't do it. So that's why we're talking about it, because it's a foundation. It is one of the commandments of network marketing. You have to build the structure that's going to create the most payout for you and your family. Not the structure of whatever thing you did before, and certainly not the structure of, oh, but I have these friends and I want to keep them together. No. You are doing this as a business, and you want to make sure, because this is going to make you or break you. So make sure your structure is done properly. And the best way that you can do that, if you're not quite sure, is consult whoever is your superstar leader in your team, in your company, and say, hey, I really want to do this. How do I do this the best way so I can maximize the compensation plan? Because that is very, very important, and it will pay a big difference to you in the long run. So that is number 8. Number 9. Hope you guys are ready. Commandment number 9. You want to work with those who deserve it instead of those who need it. Now, what you will find in the beginning, you just want to recruit some people. But before you know it, you're going to have lots of people on your team. and it's gonna multiply. It's gonna get bigger. It's gonna get bigger. And what you have to do is you have to be one that uses discernment so that you're working with the people that have earned your time. You're working with the people that are hungry and want it versus having such a big heart that you want it more for them than they want it for themselves. Very important. All right, number 10. Commandment number 10 of our 10 commandments for network marketing. I hope you're ready for the last one because it's gonna be good. Here's what it is. Remember why you started. Remember why you started. Sometimes two things may happen. One is a person gets discouraged. They get a setback. They get a challenge. They get an obstacle. And they say, I don't know. Maybe this is working for everybody else and it's not going to work for me. And they are tempted to throw in the towel. But the reason I tell you to remember why you started is because the reason you started was there was something great inside of you that was lit up. There was a dream that you had in your heart that was burning for more than what you had. It was burning for maybe a chance of succeeding. Maybe when you saw this person that was sharing this idea with you, or somebody in your company, or somebody in your team, or somebody in our profession, you said, maybe that can happen for me and my family. And here's what I can tell you. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. So hold on to that faith and hold on to the belief of why you started. The flip side of that is when people do start having success and they do start seeing all the money and getting all the accolades and getting all this stuff, that it becomes so much about that and they forget why they started. And so I'm here to tell you that it goes both ways. And you always have to remember why you started. It's probably because you love and care for your family. It's probably because you want some more options in life. It's probably because there's a purpose and a dream inside of you that you feel compelled to see happen. So keep the main thing, and remember why you started. So those are the 10 commandments for network marketing. I hope you enjoyed them. And those are truths that I have seen play out very strong in my life and in my journey in business. Take it to heart, use it, apply it. So that is it, my friends. It's been so great spending time with you all. I hope you enjoyed this. Definitely let me know if there was one of these 10 commandments that you feel like you need to start using more. Drop it. Say commandment number 1, commandment number 8, commandment number 10, whatever it is. Drop a note in the comment section. Feel free to tag and share this replay. And that is all for tonight. So take care, be blessed, and I will see you all next time. For more great training and to receive your free bonus training, the 10-step process for getting out of your own way and finally rank advancing, visit summergeronimo.com.